Putting down roots. Let's go ahead and listen to this.
I hate to do this when we're already dealing with something like 7 distinct major crises each day. I've got 2 pieces of bad news. Which one do you want to hear first?
What the heck? You know, we'll just go with this.
The second one.
Excellent choice. We have a stove problem. We use specially enchanted coals to maximize burn time and minimize weight, and we're dead out of them. And second, the stove itself is dented.
What? How did that happen?
I don't know. I don't do stove maintenance. I'm the logistics girl. Maybe Sev sat on it.
He's still got bum fur, so if he did, it wasn't on.
Regardless, this is a Dom and Sola fix. One problem each.
I'm not sure they're in the best place right now.
That's why I'm asking you. They both love you, and can be grown-ups for the good of the group. Arya's already sick of salad.
Well, he's still got his bum fur. What's bum fur? Okay. Consult with Dom to see about magical sources of heat. What about those 99 dragon scales I was supposed to collect? Wow, can you believe Casman was right? Of all the problems we faced here in the Enclave, quote, we can't cook hot meals, end quote, is possibly the least deadly yet most inconvenient. Casman's asked if I could recruit Dom and Sola to fix things, even though they can't fix their marriage, which normally wouldn't be an issue, but they aren't in the best place right now. Nothing to do but ask, I suppose. Starting with Dom.
Ah, good. We're all here.
Yes, we're here to talk about the stove.
Anyway, stove's not working. Campfire sucks by comparison. How are we fixing this?
Yes, please, let's talk about the stove.
How did we run out of coal anyway? I spent 2 days in Varentia working on that last batch.
Sure, but then we ended up in the Enclave. So now we need to find more. Also in the Enclave.
I don't easily have the materials to process another batch. But the temple might have some. I hate to admit it, but that was the one really useful thing I took out of my time with the Church of the Hallowed Pyre. They know their fuels.
Great! Temple. But what good's coal without a proper place to burn it for cooking? Sola?
If we're able to find coal like before, then it'll just be a case of reforming and reinforcing the old stove. I will need a few materials. I'll draft up a list for Bryn.
Good. Excellent. We're moments away from hot food. Go team!
So I'll...
Go team!
What do you mean you'll? Yes, you will. Go get the materials. Okay, gather the materials to craft a new stove and find the special coal in Hollow Pyre Rise in Upper Denevron. So I'm pretty sure I have all the tools, the materials. I just need the coal. So this is what that thing is that I saw a long time ago. I keep saying that. One of these times I'm going to be right. Upper Denevron, Guild District. Audio just randomly keeps cutting out though. Like, I don't know why. The game was fine for me until the patch happened. And that happens with me a lot. The game will be fine for me, but other people have
Council
issues.
records are meant to be public. Wonder what else the Eye was hiding from his people.
Games will be fine for me, but other people will have issues, so then a patch will roll out. And then the game's not fine for me anymore. But I guess it fixes it for other people.
Wouldn't have had to scavenge for alchemically treated coal at any rate.
Oh, this wasn't smart. I forgot. It's a deep freeze. The whole reason I did this was because it's a deep freeze, but I just spread the freeze. I just expected crystals to be at the top and didn't want to, caught in them. This thing! Come on, combat. Oh, hi! Okay. Man, having that armor to just take no damage is so great. I absolutely hated fighting the Winter's arc of Winter's Tide, but the fact that I would just become immune to damage, all damage, is kind of great. Oh, wait. He has to...
One never quite forgets that smell.
Temple coal taking you back?
Unfortunately, yes. It conjures up images of stern keepers, hot stuffy vestibules, and ranted invective posing as sermons on the evils of magic. It was everywhere in Renland. The church has the nation in a stranglehold, and so I left. At considerable speed. I don't think I really stopped running at all until... well...
Until you met the love of your life.
yes. I thought so. I still hope so.
It's been a strain on you both.
I'm sure everyone has noticed.
Need an ear?
Maybe. It's clear she yearns to just stay here in the Enclave, even if we brought down the veil. But I find comfort in the road. It has few preachers and no community dedicated to strangling out individuality.
Worried if you stop moving that it will catch up with you?
I suppose I am still running in a way.
Does she know that?
It's not something I want to burden her with.
She's strong, in a lot of ways. Something to think about.
Right. Yes, I shall.
Isn't that just what I said? That he was too worried about if he settles down in one place? It's fine. Let's go ahead and craft this. If I have the materials, because I forgot I spent a lot of my stuff. I built every armor that I currently have. The camp stove, reinforced and sturdier than ever. Don't sit on it, Sev.
It's significantly easier to do a repair than working up a new suit of armor from scratch. I'm going to go soft.
We could use some really intricate chandeliers to brighten up the place.
Casman would be happy. Though, I strongly suspect this entire thing is an elaborate ruse to get Dharm and I talking.
It's not like her to run out of things, it's true. Is it working, do you think?
I don't know. The intentions are good, but I'm hurting.
I think you both are.
Yes. But I'm the one who's been following his dream of wandering the Maida for years. And the moment I say, hey, maybe we could do something else, he shuts down.
You're right. That doesn't seem fair.
It isn't.
He didn't have a great reaction to what you said. It's true. But at the same time, he was rather caught off guard.
Well, perhaps it was a little abrupt.
Maybe he deserves a chance to have a second reaction?
You're as bad as Casman. Speaking of, we should see her and present the fruits of our labors.
Okay.
I had a chance to run a test, and I would say our stove is cooking better than ever. Keeps the heat well, burns clean, a job well done.
Dom's always been very good at treating that kind of coal. Must be the Wren in him.
Hardly. No, I simply find my inspiration in...
I think...
Shh. Sola, I have an idea.
Oh?
Tarmakind uses exceptionally precise temperatures to work the metal, yes? Sometimes exceptionally high?
I mean, yes, but...
I finished Xavier's journals. He was quite thorough and talked extensively about working with the Halopai priests.
Nothing quite helps me commune with the flames like someone slamming a hammer into metal.
You'd be surprised. But I imagine Dom means the shrine underground. I saw it mentioned too.
Precisely. And perhaps we could lean on our intrepid point to investigate.
Of course. I'd be happy to.
They must have kept records. Samples, perhaps.
I really appreciate this.
Okay. Who is Xavier? I don't remember. But now I have to go to Archon's Hearth to find the emergence gate and to the peeling maze to find information about the priests. I've yet to go to the peeling maze. Who was Xavier? Why do we have his journals? Why didn't I check the weather and the giant monster that was here? Oh, it's just you. Okay. Talking to me? Yes. I really don't know why I'm wasting time fighting this guy. just to get some action into this video. Because if we're just running around and doing favors, there's not really going to be a lot of fun going on, huh? I literally jumped out of his way. Ow! Oh, come on. Sometimes when you're on the thighs, it won't shake you off. Someone else got into the fight. Okay. Now that we wasted time on that, so that there can be some kind of action, let's,
Intriguing to think of weaver smiths and priests working side by side down here.
The preachers you grew up with would launch an hour-long diatribe at the very thought, yeah?
An hour would just be the introduction.
Okay, emergence gate is over here. That was something to a different mission, I'm guessing? Something I didn't want to pick up? Why label it if it's not for the mission I'm on? It's so annoying! I don't know what that was. It was at the emergence gate, which makes me think it's for the mission I'm doing. Don't let that annoy me. Let's just move on and try to look for what I'm actually looking for. Game devs, if you have players on a quest, don't put other items that are for other quests. Like, don't mark them. If I'm not looking for it, it's not selected. Don't have it activated. I don't want to be grabbing things that have to do with other quests. I want to focus on one thing at a time. Between the Hearth Pyre and here. Is it gonna be the thing that's up here, or is that another thing that has to do with another quest? I don't know. Hoping that it has to do with the quest that I'm on. There's no clue that tells me it is. I'm just gonna pick something up.
This is promising. Detailed smithing logs with Xavier's name on them. Lots of sketched out designs, mostly in the margins.
Doodles always help me think too.
Okay, so that was the one. Annoying because it means that I now have to load a different save when I do that other quest to show where that item is located. And the audio just cutting out. Why is it doing that? Stop doing that. As soon as I say stop doing that, it does it more. Stop! Everything was fine until the patch. I mean, other than the quest things. Yeah, so I picked up something. I have no clue what it goes to. But I'm now heading to... Peeling Maze? It's this way? I can't fight you till I figure out where I'm going. Healing Maze. This?
This overlook is called the Prodigious Expanse. What a view.
I think you're wrong. I think you're talking about a different area. No, Bryn. This thing. This is why I don't use heavy weapons. It's just way too slow to be any kind of enjoyable. hopefully the item I need for this quest. He also broke my little buddy who no longer attacks. I mean, he does, but he attacks like once and then he just kind of gives up. Meaning I have to summon another one? Even though he worked perfectly fine before the recent patch. It's a rock? Is this what I need? Or am I gonna pick up another quest item?
Is that bottled magma?
I've got one. I can't believe it's still warm. And you can feel the magic pulsing through it.
I wonder if proximity to the coral has affected it in some way.
Think that's all I'm going to find down here. Get your research hat ready, Lane. There's a lot.
I do not need a hat.
Missing the point, Lane. I'm on my way. I'm on my way this way. Are these all potions? Wow. Four potions. I don't think I'm gonna read this note. I keep reading all these notes and then they just tell me exactly what's in the notes. Like when I did Oria's mission, A Blaze of Glory, and I read that whole thing, it was just the same stuff they tell me audibly, so I'm not gonna read it. Because it's just a time eater for me to read it if they're just gonna tell me what it says. Tarmakine Smithing. That's for the quest I'm on, right? Should I just read it? I feel like I should just read it, because what if they don't tell me? Okay, I'll read it. Tarmakine smithing technique is considered a lost art. I know, I'm very, very jumpy. A lost art among the armorers of the Meta due to its intricate nature. It was a style of forging armor that used specific cuts in the plates before shaping to create seamless folds. Resulting armor was light, strong, visually distinct, and thus was highly desirable to the point where supply never came close to meeting demand. The technique often relies on the smith to use a large, heavy forge in order to reach high enough temperatures to alloy the metal on larger pieces of armor. This level of cost and complexity is largely why the technique fell out of fashion. In spite of this, one Tarmakine smith by the name of Xavier Imbreo began working with the Hollowpire priests in the Enclave to innovate on potential heat sources to use for the technique that could be more easily transported by itinerant weavers? Itinerary? Ultimately, they discovered that magic-infused magma is the arcane portion of the Enclave could be used as this very heat source.
This is really very clever.
You figured it out then?
Yes, Xavier's idea was to use an alchemical process similar to what Dharm and I just did to treat the coals. Elements left over from weaving flame strands distilled and used to treat magma.
Literal magma? The blood of the earth?
Granted magma. Measured precisely from one of Xavier's containers, he could delicately control temperature in a forge or foundry.
Sola will be over the moon. I'll let her know.
And I'll collate the more technical details. They'll be ready when she is.
Okay. So he has a main story quest. So whose quest is it that would have had me grab that thing for Sola? Right, I grabbed a Tarmakine something. I don't know what it is, because all the items I currently have I've already had before.
Magma. Can you believe it?
Is it not lava?
I thought it was only lava if it bubbled up from underground. But now I'll have to ask Lane.
You heard the news then?
Oh, I'm sorry, Bryn. We ruined the surprise.
It's fine. Just nice to see you so happy.
We're confident that between the two of us, we can make Xavier's plan work.
And I'm keen to try it out. I was up sketching all night, and I have an idea for some armor to act as a test. If it works, we'll gather more. The veil has to open someday, and with this magma, we could be on the road for months.
Or maybe we'll stay. Either option provides you many potential students.
Or maybe, just maybe,
We could do both.
we'll make it work. After we get this bloody enclave sorted out. Right, Bryn?
I have every faith we will.
Wow, it's almost like, yes, you could have done both no matter what. Okay. Oh, yeah. Putting down roots is finished. And I got designs. Are those... One of those is probably the one that I picked up. I don't know.
So, I strongly suspect shenanigans, but also thank you.
About the stove?
Oh, absolutely. But shenanigans almost always come from a place of love.
Or lead to one?
Well said. And this forge is going to be invaluable, so we all benefit, including the future students I'm imagining up.
Any standouts in your illusory class?
There's a shy, red-headed lad named Carlos. He's going to go far. I just know it.
Bryn, I was just thinking about how we managed to trap the heat of molten rock itself.
And you and your wife seem through a complicated patch?
I never doubted we would find a way through. This time was different than the other spats we've had. I am very grateful for your help. I would not know what to do without Sola. She is very much my guiding star.
You're welcome. You big romantic. Just keep talking to her, and the nights will be cloudless.
Indeed. Indeed.
It's nice to have the camp stove working properly again. Even if it took Casmin quietly tossing our coal supply into the hollow one night to make it happen.
Wait, she did?
Maybe I shouldn't have mentioned that. But Dom and Sola have reconciled, which I suspect was her whole plan, so hopefully it's okay. Still, Kaz doesn't like for people to know she's a romantic at heart.
Oh, well, I am very glad you mentioned this. Thank you, Lane.
Just go easy on the teasing. I don't want her to serve my stew cold all week.
So we never needed the coal. Oh, I was gonna pet you, but you're sleeping.
So, I was having a chat with Lane.
Oh?
Said something about you stashing coal outside the camp.
Oh, gods, they saw that?
Sure did.
Oh, I was so careful. Listen, Bryn, you know why I did it, right?
Because our enchanter and smith need to keep working together.
Yes, and they need to keep talking. They're so good together. So, I did what I had to. Just don't tell anyone, okay?
Kaz,
Yeah?
I think everyone knows. Except maybe Dom.
Gods, that's embarrassing.
You might want to sneak that coal back into the stocks at some point.
Already did. It was distracting to know the count was wrong.
I made a correct choice in my love relationship, love interest. The one I chose. You want to have any combos? Before I cut this one off? No? I know as soon as I hit stop recording, you guys are going to start chatting. That's how it always happens.